All right, so yes, for those of you who are in the process of making phone calls to subcontractors and you're wondering how to talk to a sub, you're wondering what to say, you're wondering how to handle certain situations that you might encounter, let me tell you what happened to me yesterday. So I was on the phone with this sub, right? And I'm trying to get a quote. So remember, the whole point of making phone calls to subcontractors, or for those of you who don't know what a subcontractor is just the person that you are substituting the job with. Sub is a shorter version of substitute. So you're substituting the job out to these people, right? But they're under you. They don't work for you. They're just under you. So for example, if you contact a plumber to come do your thing, you're not doing this. So technically the plumber is the sub, right? You're subbing someone else to do the work or something like that. Or the other way around. Okay, but anyway, so I'm just trying to get the quote. Remember, we just want to get the quote. Ask all your questions, but are you gonna give me the quote? So this person was very intrigued. They were like, oh my God, I'm excited that I'm excited I met you or you called me, because I think, doing business with the federal government would be amazing for my business and blah, 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 yada, 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 and all that other good stuff, right? So I'm like, cool, yeah, that's good. We friends now. We connected or whatever. So he proceeds, so I call him back. I needed to wait for some information. I had to send some information to the contract officer to ask some questions. Because guys, if you've called or if you worked on solicitations, you know that the contract officers don't always put all the questions or like obvious things that you're supposed to put in a solicitation So I had to send out some questions, had to wait for those questions to get back. I finally got those questions back. So I called the sub and I'm like, hey, so I finally got the questions back. This is what I'm going to send you via email or whatever. And then because they are, I'm very transparent. Remember, being a federal concierge, aka government contractor, is not illegal. Okay, remember, you guys have that stereotype like, oh, we can't sub out the work, we're not supposed to do that, we're supposed to do our own work. That's not true. So being a federal concierge, we can sub out work. All right. Don't let anybody else tell you that. So given that, I was transparent with him. I let him know what was going on. He was asking questions, how it worked. I have nothing to hide. So I'm explaining to him, oh yeah, that's how it worked. I bid on the contract. I partner with you and I pay you. That's how it works. So he was asking more questions, and that's fine or whatever. But my whole point was, are you going to give me the quote? Like, you asking all these questions, but are you going to give me the quote? So we didn't even get to the quote, y'all. Let me tell you what happened. And then I got a nice email, a very professional, because I'm professional, email with the outcome of this whole situation. So make sure you stay to the end. Hit that like button if you want to know the outcome of the situation. Hit that like button, get me up to 100 likes. Hit that like button so I can go on to the outcome of the situation, because y'all might have to deal with this. Okay, y'all might have to deal with this. Yes. Yes, I do. What kind of business do you have? If you have a business in the area, what kind of business do you have? And if you do have a business, you should go to the link in my bio and register your company with my company. So if I have anything in that area, I can definitely hit you. Dang, y'all got it to 100 real quick. Okay, thank you. So let's move on to the situation. Okay, so I'm on the phone, and I would let y'all hear the conversation, but I don't have it on my computer. But I'm on the phone, and he's asking me questions. Okay, so wait, hold on. So how does the processing work? How do you get paid, and how do we get paid? Blah blah blah. And I'm thinking in my head, dude, we ain't even win the contract yet. And you asking me how we get paid. Let's win it first and let's get paid. But you know what? Like I said, being a government contractor, being a federal concierge is nothing to be ashamed of. we can sub out the work. So I let him know, oh, well, the government works on a net 30. What happens is you do the work, you submit an invoice, and then I submit it to the government pays me, and then I pay you, right? And so he's like, okay, wait. So they want weekly work done. And at this point, he starts getting excited. Now, y'all know another word for excited, okay? You can put it in the comments if you know another word for excited. But he starts getting really excited. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, take a breath. Like, you need to, like, bring it down a little bit. He starts getting excited. Like, well, it's a weekly job and they want 2 things a week. So we supposed to work 1 week. Are we billing after the week that we work? And are you paying us up front? And, you know, if we work 4 days, right, exactly. So if we work 4 weeks, we're not getting paid. We got to wait till the end of the month. And I'm like, hold on, slow down. First and foremost, we haven't even won the contract yet. So I can't answer how you're going to get paid. They may want us to bill weekly. They may want us to bill per service. They may want us to bill monthly. I don't know. The reason I don't know is because we have not won. I haven't even gotten a quote. I haven't even submitted yet. And you worrying about how you're going to get paid. Now, mind you, listen, I'm a business owner too, okay? I know that is a concern for some people who do business, not with the federal government. Because people who do business with the federal government, they know what's up. So I understand that's a concern for some people. So, you know, I'm still cool, calm, collected. I'm like, okay, cool, calm down. Like, you know, I mean, I'm over the phone, so you can't see me do this. But I'm like, all right. I said, I don't know how we're going to get paid. They could be, you know, they could want us to bill weekly. They could want us to bill per service, monthly. I don't know. I haven't even submitted the quote yet, so I cannot tell you how we're going to get paid. And then he starts getting more excited. Well, usually I work with private entities and they pay us up front to do for the month. And that's why we do 6 or 1 year services and all of this other, you know, he's saying all this to me. We do 6 month, 1 year services and they pay us up front and everything. And I said, well, that's great. But when you work with the federal government, you get paid how they pay you. Majority of the times it's on a net 30. And I was like, do you understand what a net 30 is? And I started explaining what a net 30 is. Yes, I do. And I started talking about what a net 30 is. And he was like, look, I've been in the business for 15 years, so I know how the business works. And I'm like, okay, well, if you understand what a net 30 is, why am I having to explain it to you? You bill the government after your services are done. I mean, you bill me after your services are done. I bill the government. The government pays me and I pay you. Now, mind you, I never talk about how you get paid when I'm trying to get a quote. We don't even have the contract yet. I'm not talking about this with you. But you asked me and I have nothing to hide. So I'm going to answer your question. But you getting a little too off base. And that's what I told him. I was like, look, you getting way ahead of the point. Like, I haven't even gotten your quote and you're going too far into the details that don't even have anything to do with you yet, right? So he's like, well, this is something I need to know. I don't know if this is going to work, or I don't even know if I want to give you a quote because this might be a waste of my time because we get paid up front. And I said, that's great because you work with private businesses. You can do that. But I said the government does I didn't say that part. I said the government does what they want to do. And you have to go by what the government says. If they're paying a net 30, they're going to pay a net 30. He was like, well, I don't know, because what if something happens and I don't get paid and the government doesn't pay you in time or whatever? I said, listen, regardless, because my neck started like doing this, okay? My neck started doing this. So I said, but he can see that. I said, regardless of what happens, you are going to get paid. Okay? I said, listen, I am a company. I am a business. I have money to pay you. I said, your business is with me, not the government. Okay? I'm like, never once did I say you are going to be partnering with the government. You're partnering with me. You have nothing to do with the government. And he was like, oh, okay, I understand. But it's kind of scary for businesses to go, do work, and what if we don't get paid? I said, listen. Well, I didn't say this, but I should have said this. I said, you know how you talking to somebody and you, after the conversation, you like, dang, I should have said this. That would have been good. No, that's what happened. But I am, okay, good. So I told him, listen, regardless of what happens, you get paid. Your agreement is between me and you. My company and your company, okay? The government pays for it, but they pay me to manage. I said, you do the work and I do all the paperwork. They pay for me to manage it and you just go and do the work. And I wanted to say, there are like tens of thousands of people who do work with the federal government and get paid on a net 30 and don't have any issues with it. But guess what? He did. And so I'm like, okay, this is very informational. I said, I'm going to still send you the information. But after I got off the phone, I was like, you know what? This is not going to be a good fit. Because the government pays how they pay. Everybody, the government pays how they're going to pay. Put it in the comments. Pay how they pay. Okay? The government is going to pay how they pay. And you either deal with it or you don't. The government has the option to say, hey, little small business, sure, we'll give you money up front for this construction project. Sure, we'll give you money up front to buy whatever. They could do that, but they don't. And if they did do it, it probably would have to be like you really, really, really need it. You really, really, really need it, okay? So, with that being said, after I got off the phone conversation with him, I started thinking to myself, yeah, I don't think this person, I mean, he was really excited about meeting me and like, oh my God, this is great. I don't think this person would be a good fit for this type of model with the government. So guys, I'm getting ready to send off an email and I'm going to read you the email. I ain't going to say no names, but I'm just going to read you the email and I want y'all to tell me how to sound. Because I don't know about nobody else, I don't tell people how to run their business. If you are used to getting money up front, and clearly this person is packed, they have business up the wazoo. So they clearly don't need my business. And they clearly don't need the federal government business because they have hundreds of clients. They're always busy, which is good. So, big up to them. Big up to them. You would have paid him out of pocket. Yeah. Well, so regardless of if we won the contract, I am a company. I have reserves. I mean, you should have reserves as a company. Okay. So regardless of what happened, he was going to get paid. The government would just pay me back. After the net 30 or whatever the case may be, he would have got paid regardless. His concern was, well, if the government doesn't pay you, then we're going to have, an issue. We got to be waiting for this. I can't send out people who didn't get paid. Like, that was his concern. And it's a valid concern. But you're going to get paid. So what's the problem? I mean, I've been doing this over 2 years, won over 17 contracts. I know how this works. You don't. And I told him that. I was like, I know how this works. I'm the expert in this situation. You are not. Okay? So you will get paid. No, it is a guarantee. You're going to get paid. What are you talking about? You did the service. You're going to get paid regardless. Now, if there's a situation where, and this has never happened to me. Well, it happened once, but that was because there was a glitch or something. But I still got paid. That's the point. If there's a situation where it takes longer to pay out, I'm going to pay you and then the government's going to pay me back. Period. That's what it is. When you get paid, when you work with the federal government, you will get paid. Unless you're not doing something you're not supposed, you're not submitting properly, you're not, you're doing wrong stuff, blah, blah, blah. You're going to get paid regardless, okay? So, but in that conversation, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, this is not going to be comfortable for this individual. So I crafted up an email. I don't even want the quote from them no more. They put a bad taste in my mouth. And it's not because they got overly excited. It's not because they got overly excited. It's because they've been doing business a certain way for 15 plus years. So, you know, when you do something over and over and over again for a long time, you get stuck in your ways. This person is stuck in their ways. And guess what? That's okay. It's your business. Run it how you want to run your business. For real, for real. Run it how you want to run your business. I'm not going to tell you how to run your business. I'm going to give you options as to how my business is ran. And if you want to work with me, you either deal with how my business is ran or not. Just as simple as that. Okay? So, I crafted this email. How do you what? Oh, start? I don't know what you mean, Oli. I don't know what you mean. Rewrite that. But I crafted this email, guys. I'm going to read you the email. Oh, okay. I got you. I'm going to read you the email, okay? And y'all let me know how it sounds. I'm sending this email to the sub to let them know I appreciate your time, but I just don't think federal government contracting or having contracts with the federal government is in your business model. And that's okay. So I'm going to read this and y'all let me know how it sounds. So put a 1 in the chat so I know you guys are ready to listen. Put a 1 in the chat so I know you guys are ready to listen to this email. And y'all going to tell me how it sounds. Because no, I technically don't have to send out this email. And I know my friend on here is going to be like, why you send out an email? But I like to communicate with people. I like closure. And I like to give people closure as well. So this is what, only 2 people want to hear me read the email. I better see some more 1s in the chat before I read this email. I want to see more 1s in the chat. But to answer Oli question, how you get started is you need to have a business, get your EIN number and register on SAM.gov. And I'll talk about that a little bit more a little bit later after I read this email. Okay, you cheating, but I'll take it. Okay, so this is, look, Amber, it's okay. It's okay. You can be nosy. All right. So this is the email. I ain't gonna say no names. I'm just gonna read it. All right. So let me put on my professional voice. me. Okay, that's my professional voice. All right. Here we go. Thank you for taking my call yesterday. It was very informative. Now, if y'all know messy emails, I mean, I'm not being messy. I'm not being shady, but y'all know what that means. Okay. It was very informative. You also brought some things to my attention that I think are quite important on how my business is run. I understand you've been in the business for 15 plus years and you work with a lot of private companies, but working with the federal government is a different ballgame. As you stated, you've never worked with federal contracts before, and given your overly excited response to how the process works, I just don't think at this point in time, federal contracts fit your business model. We both know the government does exactly what they want to do, and you either deal with it or don't. Given your reaction, I wouldn't want you to be uncomfortable with the change that would happen with dealing with the federal government. You have to do what's best for your business, and so do I. I usually don't even discuss payments until a contract is in hands, but because you were interested in learning the process, I didn't mind giving you the answers you sought. It's good that we have clarification on what we will and won't do, and I'm glad I can bring this about. However, if there is a point in time when you are ready to dive into federal contracts, please let me know, as I would love to continue a business relationship with you. I wish you much success in your ever-growing business. The end. So what do you guys think? I think that's a good way of saying, don't worry about your quote. I don't think this is going to work. Have a good day. So what do you guys think? Put in the comments, what do you think about the email that I just read? Do you think it will get get the message across? Because like I said, when you guys are calling subs, they are going to sometimes ask you about invoicing. But we don't really want to talk about that because we don't even have the contract. What's the point of going over all of that and you ain't even win yet? The point is to get the quote. So if you, thank you. Yes, Ollie. Yes, that is the point. I left the door open. Some of these subs, like, you just be wanting to, for real. But I left the door open just in case he wants to come back. But sometimes you will run into this situation and you have to know how to handle it, okay? You have to know how to handle it. So I'm going to send this email off to him, and the solicitation that I was working on, I'm going to put that on the back burner because I got some other important things going on that I want to talk to you guys about. But I did want to explain to you, look, we all go through the crazy subs. One of the biggest things people are scared of is calling subs. And it's so funny because all we do is talk to people every day. We do it every day. You guys talk to subcontractors all day, every day, and you don't even realize you're doing it. When you calling somebody to find out who gonna do your braids, who gonna do your edges, like when you call, you calling to get a quote, right? When you trying to get somebody to fix your car, you calling around, right, to get a quote. How much for an oil change? Go to Petco, not Petco, Pet Boys or Firestone or whoever. You're still calling people to get quotes. So y'all do it every day. Y'all just don't even notice. So you will run into that. Now, in order to be able to handle a situation like that professionally and know how to handle it, I recommend, guys, you join me on July 27th, 2024 in my first Watch Us Submit workshop, where we will be going through all of the steps on how to submit. And we will be submitting that day a federal proposal to the federal government. And one of y'all, I know, I didn't mean Petco. You know what I meant, Oli. But one of y'all, no, it's going to be in person. I'm starting in the DFW area. Dallas. I'll probably do it in Dallas. I'm going to do it in Dallas. Okay, because Dallas got some, you know, they got some nice other places out there. So I'm going to do it. It's going to be in Dallas. Okay. Tickets are now on sale. Limited seating. This is the first one I'm going to do. I want a nice, intimate group. So go to the link in my bio. Go purchase your ticket today. We are going to be going over everything from finding the solicitation. We're going to go over breaking down the 3 most important documents. Just a side note. What are the 3 most important documents, guys? Do you know what the 3 most important documents in a solicitation is to start working a proposal? Put in the chat. I'm just curious to see if anybody knows what the 3 most important. I know I'm going to tell you, but what I want to know if anybody knows what the 3 most important documents. There is a general admission and a VIP admission, okay? No clue. Okay, all right, fine. So yeah, we're going to be going over the 3 most important documents, the ITO, the SOW, and the pricing sheet, okay? Great question, Janet. So, okay, hold on. I'm going to get to that question. Let me just finish. The 3 most important documents, we're going to actually create the SOW right then and there. Right then and there, okay? We are going to find the subs. We are going to call the subs. And hopefully y'all don't get somebody like this one. But if you do, I'm here, right here, holding your hand, baby. I'll be like this. Wait, how do I hold your hand? Like, how? I'm going to hold your hand like this. Yeah, we're going to hold your hand like this. And I'm going to take you step by step. We're going to price the proposals. We're going to do all the pricing. We're going to go through how you price a proposal. We're going to make sure you get your money. And we're going to put the proposal together. All in one day, y'all. We're doing all this in one day. Remember, hashtag 365, where I'm submitting 365 proposals per day. 365 proposals for the year. I submit proposals every single day. So you can submit a proposal in a day. So for those of you who started but haven't started, and their excuse is, well, I haven't submitted, you can submit one in one day, okay? And I'm going to show you how at this workshop. But prepare the proposal so it's nice and pretty. And we actually going to submit it. Every single person is going to submit a proposal that day. So Janet asked, what are the requirements? So this is the requirements. Technically, there are no requirements. But I'm going to say this. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We have Afterpay and we have PayPal credit. We have, I think Affirm is on there. So yeah, there are payment options if you need payment plans or whatever. You can definitely do that, okay? But the requirements are, if you do have a business and you're registered in SAM.gov, that's perfect. That's perfect. When you sign up, guys, when you pay for your ticket and you sign up, I'm going to send you a checklist of everything you should have by the time the workshop is done. Okay? You're going to get that in your invoicing. All right? It's going to be in a separate email. That way, when you submit your proposal, you have the chance to win. Now, Janet, if you don't have anything, you don't have your business situated yet, you're not registered in SAM.gov, that is okay as well. Just know you still will be submitting. You just can't win. But you will go through the process and the motions. But guys, it's in July, so you have plenty of time to get yourself together. Remember, the government takes LLCs and sole props. For those of you who don't know what a sole prop, that's basically you wake up in the morning and you be like, yeah, I want to start a business. I'm going to get a DBA. I'm going to register a DBA with my state. I'm going to call it hoo-ha. No, okay. I'm going to call it whatever. I'm going to call it whatever. And I'm going to provide this service, right? So that is what a sole prop is. You don't need to register it with the state. You don't need to register sole prop with the state. You might need to register your name if you're going to be doing like advertisements and stuff. But you don't have to register in the state. There's no documentation. Guess what, y'all? It's completely free of charge to start a sole proprietorship. And you still can register in SAM.gov. Now, we always recommend LLCs because it's just a little bit more protection, right? Not saying that you need it, but you know, it's always good to have. Excuse me. All right. It's always good to have. But if you don't have the funds to do an LLC right now, and it depends on what your state charges, it's okay. Start a sole prop, get into the habit, then you can upgrade to LLC later on. It's completely fine. Completely fine. Right now I'm doing Dallas, but if Dallas goes as expected, then I will be coming to other cities. What city are you from? What city are you from? I think if Dallas goes as expected, my next city will be, you have to wait until then. You have to wait. I got to see how Dallas goes first. LA. Okay. I definitely, ATL. No. I will come. I will come, but definitely LA. I've always wanted to go to LA. I've never been to LA. So that probably will be on my list. That's just my list. And definitely Janet. That's definitely on my list. And that's just on my list of places I want to go. For real. But let's see how Dallas works first. Let's see how that goes. And if that goes great, then I will add more cities as we go along. But once again, guys, hit that follow button. Make sure you're following me. Make sure, yes, I do. I've had people I have some other stuff too, but I had students in my program who's learned from me, who've actually won contracts. They may have attended a workshop of mine. They may have been in a group of mine. They may have been anything, have my course or whatever. They have won. Now, remember, your success is not based on me. Your success is not based on me. I teach you everything you need to know. We go through everything. And if any of you guys have ever been to my workshops, y'all know I'm specific, okay? I'm specific. So I teach you everything you know, but your success is not based on me. It's based on you. Are you going to do what I told you to do? Ali, are you going to do what I told you to do? Are you going to implement the steps that I told you? Are you going to be dedicated? Are you not going to give up when things aren't going as fast as you want them to go? Will you stay motivated? Will you keep the right mindset? Will you keep going? Did I say that already? Well, that's two. Will you keep going? That depends on you. I can only do so much. I can only tell you what to do, why you're doing it, how to do it, and then release you like a set of doves into the wild. And you have to implement it. So your success is based on you. But I have had people to be successful because they wanted it. So once again, I'm going to come back on a little later. But I'm getting ready to send this email. Thank you guys for your opinions. I'm going to send this email and I'll let you know when I come back on a little later, response or whatever. But go to the link in the bio, y'all. Come to Dallas. Come learn. We're going to submit a whole entire proposal. And don't think you're going to come to the workshop and hide in the back and just listen. No, honey, baby, child. Okay? We're not doing that. You're going to participate. Okay? I love participation. If y'all know my lies, y'all know I love participation. Participation is a must. Okay? But don't feel embarrassed. Don't feel like, want to hide, because it's all fun and games. You're there to learn. You're there to go through the motions. And we will be going through all the motions. And I'm going to feed y'all too. So there are two types of admission, general admission and VIP. Okay, VIP gets a little bit more. And general admission is, general admission. They still get some stuff too. So go to the link in my bio. They do have Afterpay. They do have Affirm. We do have PayPal credit. If you wanted to finance the workshop, that's fine. Also, like I said, you don't have to have a business or registered in SAM to get started, but it's best that you do, so that when you do submit, you are actually submitting to win, not just to practice. Okay? So with that being said, if you guys have any other questions, go ahead and DM me. Go to the link in my bio. Send me an email or whatever the case may be. July 27, 2024, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Watch us submit live workshop where we are going to be submitting an entire process, the steps on how to submit a entire proposal from start to finish. Okay, guys? So make sure you hit that follow button. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the lives. I'm going to send this email and then I'm going to do some other work. I'll be back on a little later today. But hopefully you go get your ticket, because I really want you guys to be there so you can learn. All right? All right, guys. So I'll see you guys later. Have a good, it's only 1:09 my time. So I don't know if y'all at work or whatever y'all doing, but I will talk to y'all soon. I will see you at the live workshop. Have a wonderful day. I'll be back a little later. Peace out. Bye. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and comment and subscribe for more.